Diddy's legal team tries to block pregnant Cassie's jury walk to avoid emotional sway in sex trafficking trial. As Sean Diddy Combs faces the fight of his life in a federal sex trafficking trial, his legal team made an unusual and controversial request aimed at controlling the courtroom atmosphere. Just ahead of Cassandra Cassie Ventura's highly anticipated testimony, Combs' defense attorney Mark Agnifilo asked the judge to allow Ventura to be seated before the jury enters, a request that sparked immediate backlash. The reason? Cassie, who is currently 8.5 months pregnant with her third child with husband Alex Fine, might emotionally sway the jury simply by walking into the courtroom. Only because of her physical condition. There is a quality to her walking in front of the jury that I think is easily avoidable, Agnifilo argued before Judge Arun Subramanian, according to the Daily Mail. I think there is a prejudicial quality. Pregnancy is beautiful and wonderful. It also is a source of potential sympathy. But prosecutors quickly shut down the attempt. Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey strongly opposed the request, stating, "I don't think there's any basis to treat any witness differently because of a medical condition, most notably pregnancy. That would be deeply inappropriate." Judge Subramanian didn't hesitate to side with the prosecution. Addressing Combs' legal team, he remarked, "I don't know that there is any support anywhere in the history of American jurisprudence for such a request." He further challenged Agnifilo, adding, "Find that for me." This tense exchange unfolded as disturbing details about Diddy's alleged misconduct surfaced on the first official day of trial, Monday, May 12. The court heard chilling accounts of Combs' abusive behavior, some of which were admitted by his own defense team. Agnifilo acknowledged that Combs had been horrible, dehumanizing, and violent toward past girlfriends, even categorizing his actions as domestic violence, as reported by the New York Times. However, defense attorney Tenny Garagos was quick to clarify that Combs is not on trial for domestic abuse. Instead, the charges include sex trafficking and racketeering, crimes that could send him to prison for life if convicted. Cassie, now 38, is expected to testify on Tuesday. Her appearance is especially significant as she is at the heart of the prosecution's case. The trial centers on a notorious 2016 hotel surveillance video that captured Combs, then her boyfriend, physically assaulting her. The footage, widely circulated in recent months, has reignited public outrage and put Combs under intense legal and media scrutiny. Cassie's testimony is anticipated to be powerful and emotional. Beyond being a key witness, she symbolizes a larger reckoning with Combs' alleged history of abuse. For years, rumors and accusations followed the music mogul, but this is the first time those claims are being dissected in a court of law under such grave criminal charges. Combs, 54, has vehemently denied all allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering. His legal team is working to distance the current charges from his documented history of domestic violence, hoping to convince the jury that while his personal relationships were toxic, they do not equate to federal crimes. Yet, the prosecution argues that Combs' pattern of controlling and violent behavior lays the foundation for the sex trafficking charges. They allege he used his wealth, power, and influence to exploit young women, manipulate them into abusive relationships, and participate in a criminal enterprise that went far beyond domestic disputes. As the trial unfolds, the stakes couldn't be higher. If convicted, Combs faces the possibility of spending the rest of his life behind bars, a dramatic fall for one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. Cassie's courtroom appearance, her pregnancy, and the now infamous video are poised to play a critical role in shaping the jury's perception of the case. And despite Diddy's legal team's efforts to mitigate her visual impact, the spotlight remains firmly on her as a pivotal witness whose testimony could ultimately decide the hip-hop mogul's fate.